Hey, Realtors. I want to ask you a quick question. If you are representing a buyer, would you ever trust the home inspection report provided to you by the seller? Probably not. And the reason I ask this is because we are seeing a much larger problem that a lot of people aren't capturing right now. So here it is. Now, when a realtor lists a property, they will look at the comparables, find out what they are as a price per square foot, and then multiply that based on the square footage of their listing, right? Fairly simple to understand. Now, the question that I'm going to bring up to you is, what if those measurements are wrong? What do you do then? What if you're representing that seller and you're going up to them and saying, you know what, your house is actually 300 square feet smaller than you bought it for? Well, then you go back to the previous agent and say, hey, it's smaller, or what gives? And they're going to say, well, I use so-and-so company, and go talk to them. So you go talk to them. What if they're out of business? What if they're no longer around? Then what do? You can't go after the agent. They've washed their hands of it. You can't go to the brokerage. They're not liable. So at that moment in time, you realize that the only person that is losing out on this is your client. And now you have to list their house for a smaller square footage. And if you use the same calculation as the price per square foot, they're going to sell it for a lot less than what they probably wanted to sell it for. So what can we as the industry do about this? Well, number one, if you are hiring somebody to measure your property, then I would recommend that you find somebody that's been in business for a while, that knows what they're doing, and as well, looks like they're going to have longevity to be there for the future, for the long run. So in 5-7 years, when the homeowner goes to sell the place, that you believe that that company is still going to be in business. Second thing, if you're representing a buyer, now this is the key part that I really want to hit home. If you're representing a buyer, why not have that home measured for them independently by a third party, right? Because here's the benefit of it. If the third party does say, yes, those measurements are correct, then you've just given sound peace of mind to your buyer. If it's smaller, well, now you actually have a negotiating tactic, because if you're already under contract, then you can go up to the selling realtor and say, you know what, your home is actually 200 square feet smaller. We're going to ask that the price be adjusted because of that. Or if it's bigger, then great. You can talk to your client and say, I actually suspect that this house is a little bit bigger than what they have listed it at. So you might actually be getting a pretty good deal here. Let's close on it, right? Either way, there is no bad outcome from getting the house measured before closing. It all works to your advantage. And because of that, one of the things that we've been trying to promote as an industry member is to require agents to measure a property before closing so that there are no surprises later on and your client is protected. Let me know your thoughts on this. Put it in the comments below. Love to hear from you. And if you agree with us and you want us, Calgary Photos, to confirm the measurements for your buyers, then great. Every time you do that, we will give you a little incentive for your next listing. Check out the details below, and thanks for listening. I'm Rob Moroto, Calgary Photos.